Hello and welcome back to Choice Bits of Bliss. My name is Cilla. In today's video, we are going to go through some of the changes I've made in my December album. It is not meant to be a daily, although there are some days that it was easy to do to just put the events or the photos that I snapped that day on the day it fell on. So let's make this kind of quick because I need to go clean house. I've got 3 toilets I need to scrub. That's my glamorous life. I don't know about you, but so I need to get through this kind of quickly. I have used all of my foam stickers that I had with this collection. This is what I have left of my 12 by 12 sticker sheet that came with the collection. And I'm super, super happy about that. Super happy about that. And I wanted to share this with you. So this is my trimmings that I'm using. I have some gray, or you could call it silver, white. We have red twill. And then we have this kind of rope thing. This is stuff that I got when I bought my tablecloth, napkins, towels, things like that. I wish I could tell you that I didn't buy every single year, but typically I do. I like pretty table decorations. I just do. And sometimes I'll reuse it and sometimes I don't. Sometimes I just buy new. So there's an insight into my crazy mind. As you can see, that red twill, I've used it here on my album. And I used the December sticker, foam sticker on the spine. I've got Merry Christmas here. I've just used little bits and pieces. I love how this looks on the inside against that wood grain. I love that. So the whole point for me is to have fun. I'm not trying to be archival. I'm not trying to be acid or lignin free. Every single one of these photos I can replicate thousands and thousands of times because they're digital and they're backed up. So I'm not worried about somebody coming in here and thinking that, oh my gosh, she's letting something touch her photo that shouldn't touch her photo. Who cares? This is for fun. This is purely for fun, and I'm totally letting go any kind of thoughts of keeping things safe. I want to play, and I want to play with stuff. I want stuff that came with my table linens. I want to play with stuff that comes in packaging. Whatever strikes my fancy, I want to play with it. I even have one of these felt snowmen that it's a little thick, so I took the stuffing out of him and used him. I want to play, period. I think I've said that enough, and I believe you believe me. So let's get turning. So we've talked about this page, and this is when my husband and I went to, there's going to be some glare, and I apologize for that. But we just went riding around looking at lights. We went down to the falls, and it was frigid. The wind coming off of the falls would just, oh my gosh, cut right through you. It was so cold. So I have this upside down waterfall that I told you in the beginning. I didn't really love it, and I still am not a huge fan of it, but I went ahead and decorate. So each one of these cut aparts are a little fancy, and this album is really not fancy. It's more whimsical. So every time I got to a point where the fancy didn't work, I just covered it up. So I put stickers here. I put a sticker there to cover the deer. I put stickers here to cover the angel. And I put stickers here to cover, because that text was really scrolly and scripty. Didn't want that. So I put stickers there. Now, the photos are, I took a photo of our attic space where we had where the decorations are stored. And my Christmas cactus bloomed on this day. And I put my feet up and took a picture of the first, yes, it's the first Christmas pillow I bought this year. Not like ever, but this year. And this is my coffee I was able to get that morning. Now I have a separate little, because I didn't want to go all in and buy this fancy dancy coffee machine, espresso machine, whatever. I'm not there yet, but I did want to start playing with frothing my milk. So I bought on Amazon a little frother. It's magnetic and it does an amazing job. I really, really enjoy my creamer frothed these days. So there's my Disney. This is the cup I bought years and my one and only visit to Disney World. And so it's a big cup. I'm using it this morning. And it holds a good mug of coffee. And one will do me. I start getting the shakes if I drink too much. So there is my upside down waterfall. I've just added stickers and just kind of played with each one of these pages coming up. I had this little flap here, and I used the cutout letters and just as joy here. I had a leftover heart there. I just tucked a little thing in, little sticker inside of it. And I had these small envelopes that I can come back and play with and add stuff to them. I did washi on the flap of each envelope, and I added stickers there on the envelopes. On this page, my husband and I went shopping for decorative stuff around the house. And the mall area that we went to, it's an outdoor mall, they had all of their Christmas decorations up, and so I just snapped some pictures while we were there. There's a gingerbread house and Santa's sleigh and some great big old decorative Christmas ornaments. And this is our tree. And this, on day 4, I had gone outside to our evergreens to harvest some of the branches, and my husband caught me trying to take a selfie, and I wasn't being very successful of it, but I wanted to be like, you know, Miss Merry Christmas. And I'm like Martha Stewart and gathering my own greenery, and I'm going to decorate with it. So I'm, you know, trying to capture this moment. And he was like, here, let me take a picture of you. And he takes pictures at like the worst moments where I'm not photogenic at all. And so I thought, you know what? This is real life. Let's just put the ugly photos up there of him taking pictures of me with my greenery. And then, of course, the dogs play fighting in front of the Christmas tree. And then the sun coming through the window that morning as we were drinking our coffee. Haven't done anything except for just add stickers to that. And on the 5th, we were enjoying our coffee. My husband's got a snuggly blanket on. Kayla's over here in the corner sleeping. And Charlie is on the couch sleeping. And then that evening, we took them for a walk. We dressed them up and took them for a walk because it was very, very cold. We've had a cold winter so far. It's not even winter yet. And our temps have been really cold and very windy. And we've had, I think, 2 snows, but nothing of note. And then just some decorations around the house and our mantle. And then more stickers here on this one. And then just different shots of our mantle and the buffet in the dining room. Here is my little snowman. And he has been de-stuffed so that he doesn't stick out so much. My sister mailed me my Christmas gift. And so she's like, open the box. So I opened the box. And she had wrapped it, and it's so pretty. So I put it in front of the tree, took a picture of it, and sent it to her. She was like, no, no, no. I want you to actually open it. I can't wait. So on the 8th, I got a notification that, you know, we were getting, somebody was at the doorbell. And I took a screen cap of us getting our milk delivery. It was very foggy that morning and cold. This reminds me of Alabama winters, because if it's wet, the temperature is just warm enough so that it won't snow. The second the temperatures drop that it will snow, it clears up just bright as a bell. You just, that's winter in Alabama. We get the cold temperatures. It gets very, very cold in North Alabama, but just very, very seldom get that magic combination where the temperatures drop enough and it's wet to get snow. So this, I was just wanting to kind of commemorate that. This reminds me of Alabama winter. Oh, I also wanted to talk about this. So this paper I got in my hip kit, and I love it. It's the perfect red. So I folded it kind of accordion style, and then did a zigzag stitch on my sewing machine and just used that as a border. And I love that. I think it's funky and fun. You all saw me make this. I did a video. And on the back, so on the 8th, my sister was like, I want you to open it. You've got to open your present. I can't wait for you to open it. I can't wait till Christmas. You're going to have to open it now. So I was like, it was after work, and I messaged her. I said, I'm going to have to wait till I get back home after work. And I did. You can see by my eyes, I'm very, very tired. But I opened the gift, and she had wrapped it from end to end, round and round and round, with duct tape. So I snapped a picture, a selfie, and sent it to her. And I said, so we've got jokes, huh? And she died laughing. So we got on the phone and we're talking to each other. And the gift is absolutely lovely. I will have to share a photo of it. She had a blanket made with my boys' photos. She obviously had ordered this well before we got Charlie. But has pictures of Kayla when she was a puppy. Pictures of Sean's girls, pictures of Sean and I together. It's just such a beautiful blanket. And then it has the Heffernans, you know, written across the front of it. It's beautiful. I wanted these photos to be on the back of this Joy and beside Jolly, because my boys and I, because, you know, they're boys. We're not hugely sentimental. We have those deep conversations sometimes, and we tell each other we love each other all the time, but we pretty much talk to each other and communicate through memes and jokes. So this is what we do. This is our relationship. So on this day, I had sent them a few memes. They're busy. They're working too. And I hardly ever get an actual response from them. But, you know, occasionally they'll send back a laughing face or LOL or whatever. So these are just some memes that I had sent to them just to help them smile and laugh. The first one says, manatees can control their buoyancy through an endless cycle of farting. There, that's a thing you didn't know. And then the second one is like, it's got this dog that has an overbite, and it's like he's singing silver bells, except for it says filver bells. It's Christmas time in the city. And I cracked up when I saw that, and I had to share it with my boys. And this last one has got this lady lounging like she has all the time in the world on her hands. And it says, when you write the letter U instead of Y-O-U and don't know what to do with all the time you saved. See, we're so funny. And then on the 9th, my husband and I took a little trip, and I wanted it to say, it's not what's under the tree that matter, it's who's gathered around it. And I love that my husband and I we get to celebrate Christmas together and do all the things and start new traditions. So something that I wanted to do is to see the tree at Rockefeller Center in person. Well, we went, and we were walking on the High Line. So we rode the train. Let me back up. So we rode the train to the city. so that my husband could work all day. And I took the day off because I have worked so many hours. I had built up a lot of comp time. I still have a ton of comp time, but I took the day off from work. And I was still extremely stressed out because we had just left the train station. I mean, we were, getting up steam, going down the tracks, and some junk just happened at work. And there's nothing I can do about it. I'm on the train. I'm headed toward New York City and literally cannot physically be there to help them through this challenge. So I was stressed out about that. We get to New York City and decided to go, because near our hotel, we walked to our hotel from the train station. It was very near. And near our hotel is the High Line. So we got up on the High Line, and from the High Line, you could start seeing the sunset. So I took this photo of, because you could see the sunset, and it's reflecting off of this building here. It was just really pretty. And I was beginning to come down from the stress. Now, I will admit, it was touch and go a couple of times because when something frustrating, let me try speaking in English. It was like it was that straw that just kept weighing the camel down because I would just react negatively instead of enjoying and being in awe of us getting to partake in all of the Christmas decorations, the fun and the frivolity in the city. But that's another story for another time, and it's not really important. So on the train ride, of course, we had coffee. And this is something that I had seen Victoria Marie do, and I thought it was just absolutely brilliant. Now, she loves, loves, loves Starbucks, and it's a thing for her and her daughter. And she took one of these holders for Starbucks and used it as a pocket. And I thought, that is just brilliant. So when we got our coffee, I told my husband, I said, I want to save these so that I can put them in our Christmas album. In our Christmas album, I have a tag here that's a Christmas tree because that's why we were going to the city, was to see the Christmas tree. I have my key card to our hotel. I have our train ticket. And this was in my sandwich, this little flag from Hard Rock. And it's just little bits of memorabilia that I wanted to keep from our trip. And we got to see the gorgeous tree at Rockefeller. And I will tell you, we've done it. I don't think I ever need to do this again. Ever. It was complete chaos. There were so many people there. It's just unbelievable. Then the next day on the 10th, we went to Central Park. And one of the things that I just kept marveling about, and I've got tons of pictures of it, but I just wanted to show this one. New York City still had leaves on their trees. And they've got color still. I'm telling you right now, in West New York, there are nary a leaf on a tree because it's so windy here. And the leaves have long been blown off and there's no color. So this was just something that was a marvel to me. So we're standing up on these rocks. You can see the skyline in the backdrop. There's a skating rink there that's in Central Park. And I just took that photo because it's just a lot of fun and it represents a lot of memories that we had. And then on our way home, we saw this car that looked like a Christmas car. These are just some, shots of our drinks and an old building that we went by that's, just right there at the train tracks. And this is at the Niagara Falls train station. This is the tree that's there and got Mickey and Minnie. This is a page I did because I specifically wanted to do just of the dogs. We tried to bribe them to sit still so that we could take pictures for our Christmas card in front of the Christmas tree. That did not work. Let me tell you right now, that did not work at all. So I've just not done anything else with these pages because we're not there yet. And I haven't printed out the photos for these days. But, so this is the one that has the magnet. And I had to move some pages because today is the 17th. And tonight we're having our first Christmas party, and it's for work. And we're doing ugly Christmas sweaters. And when I invited everyone, I just, told them they're optional, but very much encouraged. So I want to be able to put photos in here of tonight. So that has been moved. It was up earlier in the album, and I moved it to the 17th. I have added this. Here's some more of that paper that's from Hip Kit. And I don't think I've done much else other than add stickers to the rest of the pages as we go through the rest of the month. This is something that I've changed. I wanted it to be later toward Christmas Day because I've circled on the calendar Christmas Day. This bag is new. I added this. Now, I had ordered something from who is it? My brain has gone blank and I can't think of the company. Freckled Fawn. I ordered something from Freckled Fawn when they had a sale Black Friday. Not Black Friday, Cyber Monday. So I folded it up, punched holes, and this makes a pocket, and this is a pocket. So I can just put things in there. And I just decorated it with some tags, some trimmings, and washi. And on the back side, I've got a mat here for photos, sticker cluster there. And then, like I said, nothing else has been done, just added stickers and little doodads, things that make me happy. I am really, really happy that I'm actually printing photos and putting them in right away. I can't stress enough how wonderful it is to have a photo printer. I love that. I have Canon. I have a Canon Selfie, and I have a Canon that prints 8.5 by 11. But so that's the one that I do my 5 by 7s on. And, to be honest with you, I do my 4 by 6s on there as well. I use a grid app that helps me to get my smaller photos, and I trim them and cut them to what I need for the mats that I have created in here. It's not rocket science. It's just about playing and having fun. I hope that you are getting to play and have some fun too. Now, this album is about being mindful of doing something, making the decisions to stop and slow down and truly enjoy the season. Because I'm telling you, I've done this for many, many years, just letting it blur past me and not really enjoying what the season's all about. And this year, I'm just really slowing down and making myself take those moments, even when I'm dog tired, take those moments, breathe in, and just have joy. So that's my wish for you. I just hope that you're having some joy in your days. I hope that you're finding reasons to smile, and maybe, seeing some of the craziness in my life makes you smile. It does me. We're a bunch of silly people, and we just enjoy making each other laugh. So that's it for today. I probably won't be back until after Christmas Day because I know I want to share some things I've learned this year and what I'm looking toward next year. Some of my plans. So we will come back and talk again in a couple of weeks. We will chat again soon. Bye-bye.